Welcome back, everyone. This is 2 Point Show, and you guys might be sitting there questioning, is it worth it to do this event? Is the hero worth it? Yeah, we'll kind of break him down, and maybe that can persuade you. Although, if you're just doing it for him, I must warn you, Christmas is right around the corner, and Chinese New Year is right around that. So keep that in mind as we kind of go through and read his skills and whatnot. But, honestly, design-wise, I think he looks amazing. Just look at him. Morax. So anyways, as soon as you load it up, his active, he deals 600 damage to one enemy, backline, and then burns them for 600. 2 rounds. And then they take more burn damage. So he has to initially burn them, and then he does more burn damage. So, people like Flame Strike, my bad, jeez, that was hard, who burn everyone, they will take more burn damage from her after this guy hits them. So, you could see some potential. Burn is kind of everywhere, and you kind of want a burn hero for PvE anyways, so this really isn't too bad. But again, backline, kind of interesting. And 600 is decent, and then he does it again, and he has pretty decent attack, nothing amazing, but it's not too bad, for what it is. There are definitely worse active skills, and he's new, so obviously he's going to be somewhat relevant. He gets HP, attack, crit, precision 70, which is kind of crazy, and then effective being healed, plus 40. I think that's it's very weird, because he doesn't exactly want to be, topped off. He doesn't want to be super healthy, and you'll see what I mean as we continue. But here we go. Passive. Each basic attack grants self 2 extra ammo and has 100% chance to move 1 debuff. And then the extra ammo was prior on the active skill. Again, this is just kind of... It's nothing crazy, but it is cool how he basically has a Purify, which everyone chooses to run Purify for the most part anyways on their team. This dude just naturally has it. And again, it's not like game breaking, it's nothing crazy, but in PvP, that's a crazy skill. And then next one, as he loses HP, his damage dealt and all damage reduction increase to 120 and then to 40% damage reduction. So this is kind of what we're talking about. The lower health that he goes, it sounds like, the more he can do and the more damage reduction he has to just kind of hold on. The 120 extra damage bonus honestly makes his burn, even stronger, and it just makes everything hit a lot harder. So you kind of want him to just hang on, the edge of his teeth or whatever, the skin of his teeth, whatever that saying is. But you kind of just want him to barely live, and that's when he'll do his most damage. So whenever he gets healed more, it doesn't make sense. I don't think that he keeps this ability. I think it's based on where his HP is at the current time. Still, overall, he looks cool. And I enjoy that aspect. But he's Abyss, and normally the Abyss heroes kind of get shafted. But, nonetheless, he is decent, and he might be decent in Sealand. Moving on, I can't say enough good things about this lady. She looks amazing. And she has the stats to back it up for sure. But just design-wise, she's probably one of my favorites. Anyways, her active deals an absurd amount of damage, 1280. And then she bleeds them, just like, the last guy, for basically the same thing. And then she, on top of that, deals 10 less crit damage, or they deal 10 less crit damage, and she gains 15% crit damage just from doing an active. And she hits... all enemies, again, repeating that, all enemies, whenever she is enabled out max, this is 20%. So she could do 120% more crit damage initially. Just you throw her in with an active, boom. Round 2, she's got 120% more crit damage, and everyone else has less crit damage, which, honestly, that alone is kind of crazy. And then she does absurd damage. She has super high attack, and then she bleeds them for 2 rounds. Kind of crazy. Moving on, basic attack targets 3 random enemies, dealing 800%, and then it reduces their crit, similar to the regular queen, for 4. She reduces crit and crit damage by 10% for 4 rounds, and then whenever a round ends, for every hero that she has on her side of the field, she restores 4% max HP. This, could be a fifth of her health every round, basically. I mean, it could be a little bit more, but that's crazy. That, again, she's busted. She's supposed to be broken, but I mean, she looks amazing. Her skills play off really well, and I've seen her in a few fights. There's a few people on my server. She is god tier, and she's so hard to shut down and kill. And then her last one, whenever the battles start, grant everyone, except herself, wait, that's confusing. It increases all damage dealt by 15. And then, whenever she is attacked, her teammates will deal attacks to that attacker, dealing 800% of their attack, which is ridiculous. So basically she gets hit, and then her teammates will hit that opponent, and that's one of my favorite things about her, but also it's super upsetting to go up against, because that can straight up kill people. And, Russell could shoot his arrows, and then he could die before his arrows fully go off, just based on that. So again, she is kind of crazy, and she counters a lot of people. The wording was weird, but I definitely think that she is phenomenal. She might be better than Sword Flash in some instances. I don't think she has the damage to back it up, though. But in team builds, she's a great support. And I mean, just look at her. She's 10 out of 10. So I know most people won't get her for a long, long while. But, keep her in the back of the mind. And in a way, Morax has some abilities similar to her, which I think are interesting. But what do you guys think? Which guy do you like more? Tell me down in the comment section below. And tell me, what do you think you guys are doing this week? Are you dropping scrolls? Because I'm considering it. Let me know down below. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a super wonderful day. My name has been 2 Point Show. Hope you guys all have a good one. Peace.